does this work? Shouldn't I be able to see? Oh my god, I don't know anything about this. Go to stream tab. What do they mean? Okay. Alright, fair enough. Oh, this is loud. Fucking hell, the train is loud. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just keep it here, but I will mute it. Sure. So we can close and yes. Beautiful. Wait, but I can actually want to hear myself. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Yes. So what shall we do? Okay, so what do I even have running? It's not full screen. I don't need this. I don't need that. And then what is going on? Oh, that's because different keyboard. That's why I'm having issues. Cool. Okay. Let's try to run the app and then probably put the simulator. Yes, the simulator's there. Cool. Okay. Fail to authenticate. Whoa. Yeah, what is... Hopefully it's just this. Do I have any sort of logic there to be able to see that? full login. Wait, what is it called? Oh, let's speak of this called sign in, of course. So there's this. There's this. Yeah, I just wonder if I have to do something like exactly. I don't wanna. I mean, fair enough. And maybe we want this, and then what are we working with here? Oh. Okay. Oh wait, but this is not, is it? Because I didn't even, was that the up-to-date thing? I don't think it was. What do you, what did I do? Ah, yeah, I'm an idiot. Nice. Yeah, and hopefully I can just do, I can't? Why not? Oh, no? Do I have to do like this? Yeah, fair enough. Okay, wait, but I wanna actually go for the whole thing. Not sure that it's a bit weird that doesn't work. Password, hopefully just that. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. So, all right. Yeah. Okay. So I was working on this, and that's why I stopped. So where do I have the 1, 2, 3 hard coded here? Right. Yes. And so in the previous one, in the app for Habit Wheel, I have I had the experience, but I'll actually probably get rid of that. I don't think I like that too much. So yeah, then I guess it's just about the score. And the score, I mean, we can just do something similar, but just with like a different color of the circle. So I'll just do this. And yeah, I mean, what says vanity more than like a gold color, right? So let's try to find some tailwind colors and something that looks, yeah, I mean, it's good enough, I guess, right? Right, okay. And color yellow 400. And then, oh. Wait. How is this one not? I was confused with the schemas that it's using. Sometimes it's using the new one, the OKLACH, and here it's using just good old hash. Okay, fair enough. Yes, but well, so just to test it out, right? I don't think I'm just able to do like class name and this. Where's my yeah. All right. That's because there was a double problem here with both the color and the fill color needing to be that, and then I can do this. Yeah, but then I also need to apply that here. Yeah, this is a bit annoying. I mean, this is just going to be in one place. Well, not really, but I mean, yeah, then I'll just abstract this into one thing. Right. Yeah. It's gonna be good enough. Okay, cool. Right, so now this is all in this one view for the actions, and this part for the currencies should be within like one or it should just always be in the view. So therefore what I'm thinking about is that we kind of want to abstract this together with the safe area view, probably. Can't imagine why not. Into like a different layout, and that layout though might be like a component layout. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let's try. I was thinking what's a good name for this. Naming is always a problem, right? So currency. Because the navigation is handled by some the bottom navigation bar is handled by something else. Right, so then I'm thinking like the top. Like, I mean, I can just maybe do something like default. Currency layout. And what is my naming convention? This like I don't think I have any naming convention. It's just all over the place. Do I have anything? I mean, here I have, okay. Here I have camel, so let's just go with camel. Sure. Okay. We can close this for now. And then I think the idea is to just have React Native FE. Is this? Ah, cool. Okay. I remembered. Let's call this currency layout, and then we can do something like this. Oops. Yep, that's not what I wanted. That'd be cool. What is this? there. Cool. We will not want this. It's maybe something that I actually want to avoid. Can I? I don't really have a readme here, right? Or like a to-do. Let's try to do that, make that maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll just call it to-do empty. Prevent, like lint maybe, I don't know. Lint, React Native text imports. That'd be cool if we could do that. Right, and this. Yeah. Sure. Okay, so we will. That is also not correct, actually, because I think I have. Yeah. Where do I import stuff like list? I think is one of the icons that I have. Yeah, so exactly, it should look like this. Do I need should I have a barrel file there? I probably should, right? Not a fan of barrel files, but fair enough. There isn't an easier way how to do that, right? Okay, is there? Wait, I just completely forgot how to do this. And then export like that, and then what's going on? What? This is also just incredibly annoying. Oh, wait a minute. Is this just VS Code being VS Code? What is going on? Yes. My God. Wait, my music stopped. Let me just find something new. Okay. So profile has ellipsis that we'll need, and yes, those 5. Cool. Circus wall doesn't exist. Why is that? Oh yeah, because we don't care about that anymore here. Cool. Now, so we've got this, and then we just want, what am I doing? children, yes. And then is that gonna be just the React with children component with children? Do we have something like component props? Okay, what the hell? Sure. What the hell? Wait, so what am I supposed to do if I want to have this? No empty object type. Fair enough. That's what you want. Disable this lint rule. Okay, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure that this is fine. Should I keep this all enabled? Okay, wait a minute, right? Like if I just do this, and then I have const a of this. I need that, but then I also need Okay, maybe I can just do cool. And now let's use this. Right, that works. Yeah, cool. Yes. So what is this? Alright, I kept that because, yeah, well, interesting, important. Yeah, at this point it's not important at all. I mean, obviously right now I just don't have that data, that correct data at all. But, wait, okay, actually, good idea, because we do have like a test action in there, right? So, okay, two things. First of all, I want here to have the user's actual real data in terms of the score and RP, or RP. I mean, that's the name that I was calling it previously. Did I decide on a name? I don't think I decided on a name. Like actually, maybe, yeah, it's probably a good idea to, because otherwise it's just confusing to not have a name for it. Actions points. I don't know. What does did I have? Was I not logged in? Momentum. Yeah, just moment maybe. And then like MMT. It's kind of cool maybe to shorten it like that. But yeah, let's call this moment. Cool. Okay. Right. So. Oh shit! I should comment this. Yeah. Okay. Let's just finish. Let's finish those two things and comment this. There you go. So. Where are my users? Yes. Okay. So current user, use query, that's fine. That's not. This is gonna be exactly like this. And now, what the hell you? Right. And like that. Yes. And now it just complains about current user not being used, and that's perfectly fine. Oh, except I'm in the wrong file, but yeah, that's all good. Like that, and then if we just console log this, yeah, let me actually pull up. Oh, if I can. What the hell? Wait, what? Okay, I don't understand what's happening with this window. Okay, cool. I was just not able to drag it. Yeah. That's not the right one. And this is the... Wait, what? Let's... Oh my god, what am I doing? Can I not? How do these tabs work? Okay, whatever. I don't understand anything. Run start. Please don't complain that it's already running. Yes, perfect. And all I wanted was for you to just be moved this so that you don't cover my simulator. Yes. This is all good, running, and are we not getting this? There we go. Oh, hell no. Why? What? Okay, wait a minute. Let's just like change this or manually here to something. What do you even mean? What? Okay, what the hell was happening? Okay, it doesn't matter. The main idea though. Okay, yeah, so it's not there only because it is assuming that it's just undefined. So it is on the object, but like everything from here is on the object, but except those that are on set, which makes sense. Okay, so at least we have a balance, and then we can just, I mean, yeah, this I'm gonna have to figure out how to change it, because right now in the schema here, this, where was this balance? Yeah, so balance, score, all of that is optional, right? And it shouldn't be that way. So but yeah, the fact that like they're all of this, how? Okay, maybe I'll just have to default to zeros in the client for everything like that. It's a bit stupid, but okay. Current user. Yeah, well, no, not here. I want it to be here, and then so this is the balance, and then right like this. The same thing here, but score. What the hell? Big int. Okay. So what the hell do you want me to do? Like this? Is it JavaScript? What is a big int even actually? Like and is there? I mean, prototype string, right? So it's just. Probably fine. Cool. Okay. Here's my simulator. undefined. Okay, so is this different? Finally. Okay. Yeah, and so this is gonna do, well, maybe not. Probably not. Okay. So another to do is that we wanted to have like a tooltips maybe. Tooltips on moment, currency, and score. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, and so now we can finally move to the actions and get user actions. Right, so this I don't care about. And this, is this typed properly? Hopefully. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Problem for later, not right now, but okay. I was just wondering, like, how can there's still definitely gonna be a way, but I need to be then able to supply. Because here I'll probably want to do like non-archived and archived in like separate things, separate positions, separate views of the app. I mean. Actions. Okay, so this is that, and then sure. You press the row. Yes, to do action. Yeah, probably like this. We can definitely keep the like different rows backgrounds if it's odd and even. That's fine. That works fine, I think. So this first one is name, and then this one is just effect. Yeah, I mean, this is just going to be the same function. To do same function as a table row above. Sure. Cool. Cool. Okay. Yeah, let's just comment this all this crap because there's a lot. So like add table. That's definitely one thing. Fair enough. Wait, what the hell? Why do I have a package log JSON? What's wrong with me? Wait, what? Where is this one even? What? No. Fuck you. I don't want this. Probably. What did I even change here? Yeah, it's the only one thing that I can see. I probably added some plugins or extents or whatever. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. Package JSON is fine. To do is cool. Add to dos. Sure. Sure. Yeah, this is just a barrel file for icons. Currency, like user. Still thinking about the name of the layout. Like currency. It's not good because like it's like user info layout. I don't know. User info layout. Yeah, sure. User info layout. Okay, what did I do here? Yeah, okay, I added the table and used it. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, okay. Implemented create action. Yeah, I just need to really do smaller commits. This is fucking crazy. All right, so this one. I just want to rename it to. Yeah, the user info layout is probably better. Sure. Cool, that works. Yeah, perfect. Separate form contexts to prevent circular imports. That's for all these. Yeah, this is the RNR component that I haven't really changed at all, I think. That's fine. These are the actions, okay. Schema. Convex schema init. Man, I think that's good enough. Yeah, it was like the initial task stuff that I got rid of. Users. Okay, this is just auto-generated, fair enough. And these are some icons that have been added. And this is the barrel file. This is a separated form context, and this is where I took it from, where it was originally. Yes, cool. Okay, so what's next? So then idea is that yeah, right now you click on this and you get this, but here it's either about showing like a menu of things. I mean, I know that I will be having more things anyway, and even the recording of the action is tough because I'm just thinking whether I should. Maybe what I actually need to do. Okay, I have to spell like Skydrow. Okay, maybe let's not do a flashbang first of all. Why is it? What the hell? Yes. Okay. So what kind of actions, like everything about actions, what do we need to consider? We need to consider a type of actions. Types. Where then like you could have like one-off actions, right? So an example of this would be yeah, like I mean I'm just thinking like maybe I'll need to have like all different kinds of examples. Okay, let's just try this. Let's just do something. So it could be something like, I don't know, read 5 pages of a book, right? It can be like do 30 push-ups, right? I don't know. It could be like code for 60 minutes. Do one lesson in Duolingo, right? I don't know. Stuff like this. Do one lead code. Okay, I'll probably need to like start doing the new lines. Can I do like? No, I cannot. That's fair enough. Like, doesn't need to support all of this stuff. Okay, fair enough. Right, but then what is some other kind? Is that like it can be like all of this is it's okay. I mean, is that really like some people would look at it as that being a pro versus or and some others will see it as a con, right? But like it's binary, right? And then like it depends on like how do you look at it, right? Like someone who's like hey, I've done I've read 4 pages of the book, it's almost there, it's good enough, and so they will just like say yeah, I did this, right, I've done it. Some other people who are like, I don't know, like more precise, more perfectionists, they or some others might be just like overly strict on themselves, right? So they'll be like, I only did 4 pages, that's not good enough, and they wouldn't track it, right? Someone else would. So it doesn't really give you the flexibility, or like it gives too much flexibility to some people and not enough flexibility to others. But it is super simple, right? Like it's just it's very simple to define. But yeah, like different interpretations are possible. So that's not ideal. Oh shit. Camera started to hide behind the monitor. Fun. Okay. So then I'm thinking whether there should be some other kind. Okay. Another thing is like definitions of goals and effects. I don't want to call it rewards because there can also be yeah, okay, that's actually like one thing that I haven't made an example of, right? But it can be like whatever vice you have, right? So it's just like I don't know if you like spend more than 15 minutes on SoMe, whatever you're using. Like that is if you actually did that and you're honest about it and you track it, then like that probably has a negative effect, right? Like that's something that you don't want to do. So that's why you put it in there, to like sort of motivate yourself to prevent you from doing it, right? So therefore, like negative action we want to prevent. Yeah. Okay. So like what are the different definitions of goals and effects? Let's just like spitball something, right? Like not think too organized, not be too organized about it. Definitions of goals and effects, right? So I mean, so like one thing can be, again, like in this terms of one of thing, right? Where it's like read 5 pages of a book and get 5 I don't know. I can't decide whether this is too cringe or it's like, the classic 4-letter startup names, which is just like, oh, this has to be cool. It's just like, oh, it's actually Moment, but like, oh, it's shortened to, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna call it Moment like this because maybe capital M Moment, so that it's like, well, I mean, we don't usually like when you, yeah, there's like a, you can say that like, oh, it's a US dollar, right? Domain. Yeah, okay. But yeah, maybe, okay, I'll just write it like this. Okay. Read pages of a book and get 5 moments. Sure. Right, like that's one kind of, again, like a binary one-off action and effect, or yeah, goal and effect, right? Another thing could be that it's like, I mean, here, yeah, for some people, like, obviously reading 5 pages is super simple. For others who are like, you know, they don't have any sort of attention span, for them reading those 5 pages can be quite tough to follow for like a week straight, right? So for those kinds of people, it might be more interesting if you do something like you know, repeatable small action. So there it's just like read 1 page and get 1 moment. Here, I mean, it's obviously like scalable, directly scalable. And so then you can, you know, when you actually, at the end of the day, you record your actions, what you've done, you can like select how many times you did this, right? Like, hey, I've read 14 pages. Okay, I'm gonna record it like, oh, I did it 14 times, right? And then also like the reward. Then the reward can be like linear. Right? Can be like read 1 page, not pages, read 1 page and get 1 moment. And it's just like linear, right? So like if you did just 1, okay, you got 1 moment. If you read 5, you get 5, right? If you read 50, you get 50, right? But it could also be some sort of yeah, more interesting function. And obviously, like here you're either talking about exponential or logarithmic, where like either what could be happening, like either, I'm just thinking like especially with the exponential, you know, if it's too aggressive and you just have like 1 good day, then like, you know, that 1 good day could be potentially so much better than like, you know, your previous 10 kind of average days. So probably should be some sort of cutoff. And why am I doing this? Why am I like writing like it? Exponential. Yeah, how do you even write this though? Like I don't know, something like this, right? Like get number of page and square it, right? Maybe squaring it is like too aggressive, and then maybe you want to say something like with a max of 100, right? So they're like you know, 10 in this case it would have to be 10, right? So like it motivates you to read that maximum, because hey, reading only 5 pages gives you 25 points, right? But reading 10 gives you actually 4 times the points, right? Yeah, I can't spell exponential apparently. Exponential, yes. Yeah, I mean, then you get into like a even more complicated area where the uh, like the more you do the action, I think that's like counterproductive though. But what I was thinking about is that if the more you do the action, the better you kind of become at it, and therefore the smaller reward you should be getting. But I think that's like counterproductive because it's just like, well, so why am I doing? You know, why am I spending all this effort in order to like become better at it while getting the same reward? Like that's just like no. It's like, I mean, imagine that that's what would be happening at work, right? Like that. I don't know. You start at a certain skill level, and not that this is like directly measurable or anything, right? But like let's say you're able to develop a certain amount of features in some time span, and then because like let's say that the kind of work that you do is always the same, but you just become more proficient. You know all of your tools. You memorized a lot of stuff, so obviously doing the same thing is just like you become twice, 3, 5 times more efficient with it, right? 'Cause suddenly you just know all the patterns. You created like whole snippets. You became so productive at the system, right? uh, but instead of being like rewarded for it like seeing the leadership, seeing that like, oh yeah, he's actually like able to develop 2 or 3 times more, um, instead of like being rewarded, maybe not proportionally rewarded for it, like suddenly getting like 2 or 3 times more. Because again, like in especially as a software engineer, like we can't really do this kind of proportionality. It's very difficult to like say, oh, he's 2 times better than 2 times more efficient than this guy. Like there's no way, there's no parity between the 2 different things. Yeah, so sometimes it's about luck. Like sometimes you can approach certain thing from the get-go correctly, and someone who has more experience can like first go into a wrong direction and then course correct later on, right? So yeah, it's more difficult, but anyway, this person who has more experience should have a better remuneration, right? Should have a better compensation than the junior one. And like it wouldn't make sense to demotivate him to not do that, right? To like say, oh yeah, this is normal. He's been working for us for 3, 4, 5 years. We still pay him the same. He's like our best developer, but we pay him the same as the junior one. That doesn't make sense, right? Uh, yeah, yeah. So I don't think that really makes that much sense. But yeah, the linear, exponential. I mean, logarithmic could logarithmic. Yes, finally spelled it correctly. Logarithmic. Yeah, I can't imagine that there's probably something. Oh, I mean that can maybe right. That can actually be for the negative actions, right? Where instead, and I mean maybe there you should have some sort of like 10 minutes is okay, right? But everything after those 10 minutes, like even the 11th minute is already like heavily penalized. And then if you have some sort of like shitty day where you don't feel like doing anything else than just spending 6 hours on social media, right? It shouldn't be that it's just like 6 hours, which is like 350 minutes after that 10-minute cutoff point. times like some penalty, right? Like at that point, you know, the 350th minute probably shouldn't have the same sort of weight as the 11th minute that you know went over. Yeah, probably makes the most sense for negative actions. Okay, then like another kind of thing that I'm thinking about is sort of like a actions life cycle. Where this is maybe more like a technical side of things, like how should it, what should actually happen with an action when it exists, and then like if you decide to edit it, change it, it's still kind of the same action. Like, you know, it's still like reading a book kind of action, but you're just updating the goals and the facts, maybe, right? Or you're updating the type of the action, even though, like, yeah, right. So yeah, let's actually develop this idea further, because we can have like a range maybe, and it's just in what I'm thinking here. It's like, I mean, you can maybe that would be like part of the one-off action, where you can also sort of decide that, like, hey, I've done it like partially. Partially done, like sort of range. Yeah. Maybe like part of one-off action that you can sort of enable whether if you only did like 4 pages, if you write only 4 pages of the book instead of 5 that you have defined, like, you know, that's obviously better than nothing, and then you've tried, and then you can have, I mean, you can then have all sorts of other options about it, right? That, like, you can just say that, like, hey, that counts for 100%, that counts for you know, the fraction of what you've actually done. So if you write only 4 pages out of 5, then yeah, that's like 4/5 of the effect of the reward that you should get for a positive action. I should have worked for the negative action again. Yeah, if it's like a one-off action, I mean, I think it would be interesting to also, even for the negative actions, I think it would, like, especially if it's something like time related, where you say that, oh, I do actually allow certain amount of time to be spent on it. Then That's better to define it using like the logarithmic goal and effect thing, or not necessarily logarithmic, but it's just like hey, this there can be like a safe cutoff point at that, and from that point it can either go linearly, exponentially, logarithmically, like whatever you choose, right? But the fact that there's like a safe cutoff point, and then you can go from only from that point on, it counts as like a negative effect. It's going to consume your moment instead of get you more, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I didn't start writing anything, right? So that's why I can't. Okay, so I mean, one thing is that like we can archive it, right? There's nothing too special about this, right? You can just archive this and probably unarchive it as well. That's up to you. Then, if you are like changing the action, right? And there it can be a different type, goal, effect. I mean, maybe even probably even the name. Like if you, I don't know, if you like let's say that you suddenly became interested in reading all kinds of articles as well, right? And maybe you don't want to have like two different actions for reading books and articles, and so you just put it into like, just read. I don't know how you would call this, but maybe you can just like say read 5 pages of a book or an article, all right? Yeah, I mean, whatever. This gets tricky because you have to think about like how exactly you want to define, because the articles are obviously various lengths, so that's not a great way how to think about it. But like, I don't know, if you say that normally you spend 2 minutes on a page in a book. I don't know how long I spend on a page in a book, but so I don't know, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. Then you can sort of like think about it equivalently with the articles. So if you let's say at first you started with like, oh yeah, I want to read 5 pages in a book, but then I thought about like, okay, I want to read articles as well. Okay, how should I define this? Okay, I just want to read for 8 minutes a day, right? Because you sort of figured that like, oh well, reading 5 pages takes me sort of like 8 minutes, and sometimes I don't read a book, but I still read an article, and that's also taking like equivalently, it should take me 8 minutes to read that article as well, so that it counts towards this goal, right? So yeah, fair enough. So renaming, changing the name of an action is perfectly fine. Okay, and in this case, this is just a Boolean flag, right? In this case, it's a new action. With well, if you want to call it maybe like with a previous action ID. But previous action. Yeah. Okay. So here here the problem is that like if you did this multiple times in a row, you and it's truly a previous action ID, right? So you started with an action ID 1, you renamed it, you have action ID 2, you renamed that one, you have action ID 3. If you're truly thinking about it in terms of like a previous action ID, then the 3 will point to 2, 2 will point to 1, and 1 will have null, right? That's as a beginning of the action lifecycle, right? But having that in a linked list doesn't seem like it's very good for aggregation. Like it feels very stupid to do that. So what I'm thinking about is that it might make more sense if instead you do all of them, like referencing the initial action ID. Because then you can sort of easily make an aggregation based on that, where like let's say that you want to gather like in a view of this action, where you want to also see like the history of this. You can then easily make an aggregation in terms of gather all the records that have either ID or initial action ID equaling this, right? And that would get you you know, all of the actions from that particular life cycle. So I think that makes the most sense. Yeah. Yeah, action with an initial action ID. Yeah. Yeah, so is there anything else that like we need to consider right now for this? Yeah, I mean, this is good enough. Okay, so okay, let's figure out how Excalidraw exports work, if I can sort of figure it out. Export image. Do I want to export image or do I want to do something else? How does that work? Also, can we just do dark mode so that we don't get a flashback? Actions PNG. Sure. And can I get the save to disk? Sure. Actions Excalidraw. Oh, why the hell is it show? Okay. And so then I think what I'll do is I will just put it in actions. Where is it? Maybe I'll just have like docs here. And that's probably fine. Action. Oh, wait. I just can't use Finder apparently. Yeah, I mean maybe this would be fair to just have like a. And this is just text, right? So this could have been just easily an MD file, but oh well. Already did it like this, so let's just continue with this. Okay, actions docs. Let's just put that in there, and okay, I do have a quick not gap, but break. And how the hell do you actually make a break here? Wait, so YouTube live break record. That's not what I meant. Okay, I haven't tried this, so let's. Wait, so okay, maybe I mean, I don't even have I have another scene in OBS. I just have one. So what the hell did he? Sure, intermission. Oh shit! Wait, so does this? Yeah, okay, that works. Oh, for fuck's sake! What did I do? Wait, can I not move this? Order, set rename, remove. Okay, maybe I'll just have to YouTube. Oh, okay. confused. How does this work? Wait, so YouTube live overlay settings. No, that's not what I wanted. It's overlay on YouTube live. Okay, so what was this thing that he was using? Visuals by impulse. Okay. Visuals by impulse. Yeah, well, let me pull this down for a while when I will create the account. Okay, seem to be done. Sure. Wait, what the fuck? This is completely different. No, this is not what I want. Not what I wanted. What? Wait, what the hell? How old is this video? Just 1 year. I mean, I can just like have can I put like anything? Oh my god. Yeah, okay. This is kind of stupid. But I mean, it works. So, why not? It's like there's like no settings. Like it's really just like setting. What the hell? Okay. Wait, and so that does that actually work? Yes. Cool. Okay, love it. I'm just curious. Oh yeah, shit. It is confused though, actually. How the hell do I do that? Okay, wait, so like OBS scene, mute audio. Wait, so does this work? I don't think it does. And now, what the hell? Okay, that's what they're saying. But you want this, and here you don't want it. Oh shit. Wait, no, but this is... What the hell? I don't understand anything. Okay, so my main scene, I have a mic in the source. Yes. Let's speed this up. And then if I okay, and when I'm back here to the scene, it works. Ah, cool. Yes, lovely. All right, so I've got got my lunch here, but small lunch. But yeah, it's it was chaotic, but also just learning stuff about OBS. So, okay, let's continue with so forget that. But what we wanted to continue with here. probably have what do we want to do first? Like we want to have a menu. I mean, right now it's probably fair enough if we just do it's a bit windy. Wait, I'm actually close the window. This is just too much. Yes. So okay, let's try to write it down and to do what do we actually want to do next. So we want to like complete or record action, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's not like that you want to complete it. That's also something that I'll have to go back to the actions here, because here, for example, what's the difference here is that like these one-off actions, I mean, they could be repeatable, but you could also say that like limit them to how like what do we want to say? I'm also thinking whether it makes sense to like limit them just like once per day or 3 times a day. But in that, like, I feel like at that point you would probably want to have that as a different type of action in the first place anyway. So maybe it's fair enough if we just do like limit 1 in a day, limit to 1 in a day, 1 per day. Jesus, English. Yeah, and then obviously if you have repeatable, you can just do it as many times as you want. Yeah, and it's just like if it's you don't want to do necessarily last 24 hours, right? It might be limiting, but yeah, the same day, which is going to be fun. If it's like UTC. Oh Jesus, this is fucking spicy. Yeah, I don't know how much it is. You can hear them munching, but maybe it's not a. Am I like unintentionally recording ASMR as well? Mukbang, yes, that's what we're having here. Mukbang. No, sorry for that. Yes. Okay. So record action. We want to do record action. Yes. Then we want to archiving is like, I mean, like future stuff, right? Like, okay, archiving, sure. Like action, kind of like history and editing, or like, I mean, yeah, maybe just editing first, and then you want to do action history. Right. Yeah, like the different types of actions that we were talking about, and the different ways how you can set up the goal and all that. Like that's so the simplest way that we can just assume right now is that every action just has like this simple mapping between the goal and the fact. It's just linear. There's no like crazy function to compute this, and it's repeatable. So there isn't any sort of logic on checking that like, hey, this has to happen, or this can happen only like once every day, right? That's the simplest that we can do right now. Okay, so we still want to different types and goals and the facts, 1 per day limitation. Like, yeah, all that stuff is future stuff. Recording action repeatably is definitely a thing that we want to do. And so then at that point, we can actually start looking into the vil, where what are we gonna have? Yeah, so didn't we have something like, oh shit, didn't we have something like yeah, no, this is Prisma building type. Okay, I don't. Yeah, so here the way how I was thinking about is that you have a town hall that gives you access to different things, to different buildings, and that might still be fine. Because previously I was thinking about it in terms of like, oh, you need the level and the town hall, and it's just like it's so really complicated. You just have like one thing, and instead of that being the level, I think it just makes sense to have that as the town hall. So yeah, let's have the town hall. Let's have the house. Let's have a farm, and then for the warehouse, what I was thinking is that. So what does the house and farm do, right? Farm produces score per minute or hour, whatever, for some time. And like let's say each farm produces I don't know 10 score an hour, right? And you have to come into the app to like collect the score, right? And that resets the collection. So then I think for this, having something like a limit of 25 hours might be fine. As in like, 20, I mean, probably it's fine if you use the app like once a day, and you just come in, you record all your actions, and then hey, if those actions gave you enough of moment, the currency, then you go to vil, and then you actually like buy some new structures, new upgrades, level up buildings, whatever, right? Like that's that would be the kind of idea. And then there also in the vil, you will just collect your your score, right? And since if you use it once a day, it probably makes sense that you use it at the same time in a day. Probably at the end of the day would make most sense for most people, but I don't know, maybe someone would like to use it in the morning, I don't know. I will probably use it mostly in the evening to just, I mean, maybe I'll use it also like throughout the day, right? Like especially if it's like something that I can easily forget about, like hey, how many times I've done this. Like was it 17 pages that I read or 12 or like stuff like that, right? So maybe just quickly open the app and record that and move on. And maybe at that point I would still like not even bother about collecting the score, especially if I know that like hey, I'll come later anyway and just review everything that I've done and you know record Vil record all my actions and collect the score in Vil and buy upgrades, new things and all that, right? So so I think I'll just go with the 25-hour limit. So it's not going to be limited like, hey, you can have, you can only collect 100 score and then you need to build a new structure in order to make that bigger, right? No, it's just like 25 hour of the score. So like if you have 5 farms that each produce 10 score an hour, then those 5 farms produce 50 in an hour, and therefore in 25 hours it produces math in a video 1250. Yes, 1250. So that would be your max, right? It would just be like calculation of all the like what's your generation per hour times 25. That would be the idea. Okay. Yes. So Vil. Yeah, and then it's just like an idea about or the whole thing about like how what's the way how I want to make this look, because there's like the simple way how to make this that is just like kind of boring, flat, there's no like nice visuals. Oh yeah, there's an alternative to do. I mean, how's this called? Something like this. Yeah, exactly, something like this, right? Like a very very old game, but yeah, having a view of your village in this sort of way, and this can produce like you can obviously always just have a look at this in like a list, right? Versus this like visual representation of the same thing. Yeah, and like this was always the idea that like you have the different kind of sprites for the buildings, right? Like you can have something like this, but obviously for this kind of thing you need to have someone who actually make a not sure that I mean maybe I can just like use AI obviously generation for this. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll just probably be playing around for a long time with AI before it like produces something that looks something like this. So no, this is the same idea, but it's just a bit better graphics. Like it's just more bunched up on each other, and it's a very similar idea. Okay, this is like a very early. Okay, yeah, but that could be an idea of how it could look like in some sort of like a more visual representation. But yeah, let's probably just do the list way first, right? So simple list view. And then first we can have. But I'm so curious because. Yes, exactly. Right, so I had some. I think this might have actually been generated by Copilot. Yeah, I can just probably think of whether this makes sense. Because thing is that like all these things can not necessarily like open new features, but just new ways how to produce more score. And I don't necessarily want those new ways to be like OP in terms of once you open this new thing, then you can forever forget how to do farm, or that you should be doing farm, right? As well. Yeah, like the whole like growth will be interesting to figure out, because it's just like the fact that you do some actions every day, and those like could be only linearly, like it's not like, you know, you can have like a exponentially increasing output in those actions. But the thing that they produce, the moment, and the stuff that you can like invest the moment in, and stuff that you can buy for it, that thing can produce this exponential growth in the score. Or like if you like, I guess the idea is that like if you play the game regularly, and you would then have a look at like how your score was growing over time, it would be an exponential curve, right? Yeah, I can imagine that getting this right by just like manual experimentation without actually doing some sort of uh, calculations and real experiments on the data. So it's like a simulation of the data of those, you know, those parameters might be a bit tricky. I mean, like in general, obviously, like the whole thing of leaving up the users the, the setting up the rewards, right? It's, you know, kind of insane. Yeah, sure. There can be like a hard limit on how much you can actually realistically achieve and do in a day, right? Like I don't know, like you can say that like, oh yeah, since there's like 16 hours of 16 waking hours in a day, and each of these can maximum at maximum represent like um, one moment, which is actually kind of fun with the double meaning of the word moment there. Like you can use each moment, each minute, for producing more moment in your life, like movement. It's okay. It's kind of nice double meaning. Um, yeah, but this sort of experimentation and figuring out like, well, what should the different things do? What should the different buildings do? How should they interact with one another? I think we can leave that for the future. So just mark it down here somehow. Um, figure out buildings and their features, i.e. how they produce moment. And like write simulations to ensure normal steady exponential growth of score over time, right? Yeah. Okay, so 2 things. Record action, and let's do it without any menu right now. So add menu, add action, add action menu. Yep. But right now we can just sure, we'll actually have to have something there. Wait, where the hell is this? Oh, it's here. Yeah, it's index, of course. Okay, so in the schema we have like performed actions. Maybe you want to have a quantity actually? That's the weirdest. Okay, I don't get it. Yeah, but since they have, I mean, they have like a verification and email verification time as well with just numbers, so maybe I'll just do that here as well. Yeah, but what I want to hear is like quantity. Okay, so it is going to be a mutation, and it's going to be something like a record action. And it's going to be an action ID. Yeah, but with the quantity, that makes sense. I don't think I need to do this. Then it's gonna be like performed actions, and so we have action ID, action ID, and user ID, which is just going to be user ID, and quantity, which is going to be args quantity. Yes. Okay. Easy. Thinking that we should have something like off utils ts, because where does this come from? Yeah, this comes from there. Yes, I mean that's not that's exactly the toughest thing to figure out, right? What is this context actually? Okay. Where's this? Oh, wait, so no, I'm trying to figure out how do we type this? Because, like here, for example, they just have this, which is like fair enough. But this is probably only gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta trust the autocomplete more. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if there is there might, maybe this is like a completely stupid way how to do it, because is there something about oh wait, what? Okay. Convex helpers. How are these globals initialized? Which middleware aren't being applied to my function? When you're looking at the endpoint handler, you don't have a clear idea how requests are being modified before they get to your code. The configuration for middleware is not a simple command click jump to definition up away. You have to know where it's defined, how it's configured to apply or not, and what it's doing. Which brings me to my first principle of sorts when it comes to customizing functions. Function customization should be obvious and discoverable. You should be able to tell whether a function's argument are being modified or not, and find the code modifying the request or doing extra logic via command plus click. Thankfully, using patterns like decorators for middleware and Python help with this. If there are multiple modifications happening, that should be clear too, which leads to the next principle. Customization should be explicit and direct. When composing multiple behaviors, it can be confusing to reason about ordering and dependencies when nesting. If your row level security depends on certain data being available, such as the logged in user, that shouldn't require having to remember to chain behavior in the right order. Another pattern one might consider, which I previously suggested in the wrappers as middleware series, results in nested function definitions like this. Yeah, that is ridiculous. With this approach, it's easy to forget which order execution happens in and how types are passed along. It ends up requiring more cognitive overhead than the simple lines it's replacing. Ideally, the custom behavior is relatively short and straightforward to reduce cognitive overhead. As we'll see later, writing it as a single imperative function is easier to reason about, and layers upon layers of wrap functions, each only contributing a few lines of code. It also allows you to define a small number of blessed function types rather than deciding what to compose for every call site. Aside, the wrapper sort of type inference also ends up being hard for TypeScript to infer the type of CTX and args or here. It was often necessary to write functions that combine behavior to get the types working, which leads to the third principle. Type safety should be default and predictable. When middleware defines request scope variables, the types for what's available at the endpoint isn't always clear. At a former Python-heavy company, there was a user provided to every handler, but it wasn't clearly typed, so you had to know or guess what was defined on it. When working in Go, the CTX passed to every function has the same type, regardless of what has been added to it upstream. In TypeScript, we can do better. However, getting the types right for those higher level functions or writing a generic function wrapping code gets complicated quickly. I previously suggested this as the pattern in my wrappers as middleware series, but the types were so annoying that many users either gave up on the approach or gave up on type safety. You shouldn't need a math degree to add a parameter to a function. Now, the types can speak for themselves when provided to the endpoint handler, and often communicate enough that the user doesn't need to jump to the custom function definition. The functions that are being modified should have type signatures that make it obvious that's what's available and what's not. And that goes for the customization logic too. Adding lookups and behavior should feel type safe and allow you to hover over intermediate values to inspect types. If you change your logic and introduce a bug, you should get type errors. How do we do it? To achieve these goals for Convex, I've implemented functions to customize a Convex query, mutation, and action builders. Wait, what the hell is an action builder? Oh wait, is this the thing with like for files and stuff? Maybe, for example, third-party services. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. It's just third party. Yeah, which files most likely are as well, but they have like a separate thing for files, so it's file storage. So it's not necessarily just for this. Okay. And their internal corollaries. Functions, internal functions. Internal functions can only be called by other functions that cannot be called directly from a Convex client. Okay, that is useful. By default, your convex functions are public and accessible to clients. Public functions may be called by malicious users in ways that cause surprising results. Internal functions help you mitigate this risk. We recommend using internal functions anytime you're writing logic that should not be called from a client. While internal functions help mitigate risk by reducing the public surface area of your application, you can still validate internal event variants using argument and validation and or authentication. Internal periodically from cron jobs, running them using the dashboard and CLI. Internal mutation. Yeah, fair enough. So it's just, yeah. Validation. Oh, that is useful. Nice. Okay, so search. Check out the docs to learn more about the basics. From here on, we'll look at my approach for convex. The general approach should translate to other frameworks to varying degrees. Modifying the CTX argument to a server function for user auth. Here's an example where we only modify some values in the CTX passed to a convex function. We look up the logged in user and provide it as a CTX user within a function defined with user query. We also wrap database reads with some row level security. Use user query instead of query to add this behavior. Here we're using custom CTX helper because our modification only modifies the CTX argument to the function. Should I get this? Okay, so how, and oh, and wait, because I'm pretty sure, where was this? Ah. Okay, so these are the custom functions. Okay. Look up the logged in user. Nice, nice. Passing a user to using and validating rules which validate data access at access right time. Yeah, I mean, this is not complete because like the get user and wrap database reader and all that crap is not there. But yeah, we had those three things. My info include team handler node CTX user is defined. It will show up in types 2. Yeah, nice. This is cool. Okay, yeah, I might do that. Okay, let's finish this because it's almost done. Here's the convenience function for when you want to modify a query, mutation, or action. You don't need to consume or modify arguments. Consuming a function argument for basic API key off. Here's another example where we add an additional argument to every API mutation function. Any client calling these functions will need to pass an API key parameter, but the implementation of these functions doesn't receive or specify argument validation for it. Yeah. Custom CTX above, you can specify arguments that the customization logic consumes. Similar to args and a handler for a normal function, the args validated above. Define the shape of args below. And a simple check against a single API key. We return what parameters to add to the modify function parameters. Defines a publicly accessible mutation endpoint called do something. Doesn't include API key since it wasn't returned above. Fair enough. Robust API key validation, I'd make an API key stable and have the key be an ID to document in that table, and the document you can capture who it was issued to, where it's been invalidated, its past expiration, etc. The example with environment variables above is a tactical convenience for when you have a single other trusted environment. Modifying CTX and args for a session implementation. Another example of a custom function. For a session with two main args here. Yes, the function handler taking the valid arguments in context. Yes. Passing a user to use in evaluating roles, which validate data access. CTX DB user session ID, some arg, session mutation. You can specify this as an argument if you want. If you match the type, or you can omit it. You will get it either way. Args here include session ID and some arg, including it in the type. Instead of making layers of these functions, I recommend you do it all in one place when possible. You can use a regular function encapsulation to hide unnecessary details, but by adding incremental changes to the same function, you can see all of the modifications and how they interact in the same place. If you want variations on the behavior, make separate custom functions and use share functions to avoid repeating too much code. However, I'd bias towards being explicit when possible, so it's obvious which arguments are being added or removed. You can also undefine the fields in CTX by returning undefined. For example, remove DB, you can return okay. Are there any else? Of course, there is no perfect design or abstractions. For instance, you still have to remember to use this special function. Here are some ways to mitigate it. Add an ESLint rule. You can add exceptions for when you override them. Instead of replacing DB with a safer version, you can change its name and remove the original name like CTX save DB. DB undefined, that in any place where you expect it to do CTX save DB, you'll get a type array if you're not using your custom function. Helper are discoverable but obvious. You can tell if your function is modified by whether you use the API. You can document click, jump to its definition. Explicit and direct functions called makes it easy to see what modifications are happening and in which order. Dependencies look like regular function arguments. for web database writer. Easy and predictable types are available. Yeah, this is cool. I like it. Cool. Am I gonna do that now? Probably not. How did we even get to this? Wait, what? I'm just wondering how did I even get to that article? Read on about file storage, authentication, schedule functions, bit of via helpers. Oh, look, they use mutation CTX. Even more interesting, maybe. I don't really know where the hell did I. Here you go. Yeah, I mean, fuck that right now. And instead, I'll just go back to whatever the hell it was. Yes. Okay. So now we go back here. Yes. And it's gonna be something like what the hell am I doing? Record action and use mutation. Okay. Yes. And this is going to be a record action. And this is going to be be like void again, probably. And it's not like How do you get? Does that mean that I need to do like a loading state myself? I mean, not that I like need to implement, you know, a nice perfect loading state at the moment, but it is a bit idiotic if I have to do that myself. I wouldn't be like too happy about that. All right. Yeah, so there isn't really that much. Oh, that might actually be useful. Okay. This is a good song. Wait. Want to read state from the database in response to a user action, for example, validating an input. Without making any changes to the database. In this case, you can use a one-off query call similar to commutations and actions. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to care about like making it. I was just curious about like, yeah, load because very often this crap is just very annoying. I'm wondering, did someone React query and convex? Did anybody combine this? Oh, they have their docs. They have a docs for that themselves. There's no need to manually. Oh, suddenly my music stopped playing completely. What the hell? Just find some. Sure. Yes. Wonderful. Okay. So, to get connected to the tenant stack query, action standard for library with the wire up cont the convex to tenant stack query like this. Wait, where? Okay, yeah, okay. We are in the main. Fine. Note that when you create your React tree, you should both. Yeah. Okay, I'll just drop that in to do. Use React query with convex. Alrighty. Oh, and I just want to find this was the one, right? Yes. So use custom functions for off and stuff instead of middleware. Yep. Okay, so that's a to-do for the future. And now going back to this. Okay, so we want to record an action, which we already do like this. Yes, so now if I actually show the performed action, it does that. But actually, I completely forgot one thing that I want to do here, and that is that I want to patch a user, and in that case, wait, I need to find. Pretty sure that there was like a patch here. Where was that? There's patching somewhere. Pretty sure I saw it. Internal, no. best practices. CTXDB patch. Okay, yeah, but then I guess what I actually want is something like update user, and this is going to be a mutation, and yeah, I think this is fine. Obviously, we want users, and we want yeah, right now we want like balance, and this is what number. Yes. Wait, what? How does it? Update user balance, and so then this is like patch, and it's gonna be what the hell? It's gonna be ID. What the? And this is gonna be like balance, right? Wait, this is also weird because will I want that? I probably do. Kind of used to this, I mean, not that it matters too much. Right, but then we wanted to have something like this, but then it's like current user balance plus balance. Okay, what the hell do you want? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, what are you complaining about here? It's possibly undefined. What do you mean? If I mean, fair enough. balance is possibly on the sure, but then this shouldn't be optional. Yes. Yeah, this will be so much nicer when it's when you have some like of these custom functions. Should have that as soon as possible. But yeah, let's just have this basic functionality and then we can optimize this further, make it a bit nicer to work with. Right, but wait a minute. This is did we have mutation names. Via helpers. Yes. Yeah, I mean there's nothing too special about it. But and so okay, so wait, this is okay. This actually should be an internal mutation then. That's maybe more what we're after here. And then do you just call it the same way? CTX of run mutation. It's just that they're using it within an action. I'm wondering. I'd probably just do this. Internal. Wait, what the hell? What is internal? Should work fine. But it is not exported. Wait, what the hell? Oh no, so it, okay. Yeah, so this is actually correct. And you need to do this, and then you do something like this, and then you can have, yes, okay. And then you do balance, and then yeah, there you put the right there, you put the action ID balance. What are we concerned about here? Is this because cool? Yeah, so what we do is that we update the user balance, and we update that for the user, and by the number of quantity, which right now is always going to be 1, and the effect of that action, which for my test action is 10, and it is going to then insert it to that. I'm wondering, does he have do they have anything about like a bulk or like promise all, or how is that possible? It's not charging. Don't know why. Okay, well, let's just trash. Yeah, hopefully good. We should probably, like, doesn't it make sense to await all? Await, promise all. maybe it's fine if I just do it like this. Right, that's fine. Probably. Okay, cool. Perform actions. Yeah, okay, but I'm not calling it anywhere, right? Or am I? I'm calling it here. But I should actually also call it here. Cool. That works. That obviously means that I need to do like make row inactive while updating and show notification when done. Right, but otherwise this is done. Yeah, we can do like boom, boom, another one. Cool, love it. Okay, so now what do we have here? Right, so first of all, no, this, and it's going to be user info layout that we will want. Much better. Well, a bit annoying that what is it? What am I doing? Probably just because of the button that it's moved like this. Yeah. That is kind of annoying, to be honest. I mean, I don't really need to do it that way. I can probably just do like this. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, and then what the fuck is this? Muted foreground. Text muted foreground. Perfect. Yes. Okay, so is this aligned now? Yes, this doesn't move. That's great. Okay, I will actually just change the vil to habitvil. Okay, this, yeah, that was not a good idea to search like that. Is it here? No. So it's here. Yes. Habitvil. Yep. Okay. So we got that. We got that. Now what do we want here? Yeah, this is like not great fun because it's just the defaults that need to be done correctly. And, okay, let's have a look. No. So here, and we'll probably borrow a bunch of stuff from the actions. So sure, we can probably just grab the whole ass table here like that. That's probably fine. Therefore, we will need this. That's fine. We will also need stuff like this. We will definitely need both mutation and new query, so that's fine. I can probably just grab all that crap and see what I need or don't need. This I'm sure that we will not need. Oh, this is wrong. This should be Abbottville. This is double. This is double. This okay. This is not needed because I was for that. And view, yeah, because I don't have anything there right now. Fair enough. What are you complaining about? Scroll view doesn't exist? What do you mean? Wait, what the hell? I'm very confused about what the hell is it actually trying to do here. Because it works there, but it doesn't work there. And I'm just... I mean, right now it's literally the same thing except for the top. So... Are you just tripping? Like, should I just... Yeah, okay. Brilliant. Okay. So what is it that we will be showing in this view, this simplified view? We'll show the name of the building. We will show yeah, but I'm thinking whether that can't just be name, a part of the name. I don't know, parenthesis, or before that, like level 1, you know, instead of taking a whole ass column for it, which will turn out to be wider than necessary. Like, I think it might be just better to, yeah. But then, like, a frequent thing that we will that people will do is a build cost, right? So that might be good to have there. And then like effect. What do I mean with effect? What the fuck am I talking about? Name, build. Let's start changing it, I guess, and we'll see. So name. Okay. What the fuck is, Jesus Christ, what is this? type, quantity, level, user ID. Okay. Fair enough. So, well, it's actually not name, but it's gonna be type, right? That is one thing that I didn't. No, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. So we have type, right? And it's gonna be something like, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to figure this out, but it's gonna be like building type house, right? And this is gonna be an enum building type, house farm, and town hall. Right? Okay. Town hall, quantity. So it's gonna be 1, and so type, quantity, yeah, level, level, and the last one is user ID is not something that I want. That's obviously gonna be implicit, and like I don't know, upgrade cost, right? Sure. Or well, it's actually not upgrade cost, but build cost. I mean, there's gonna be upgrade cost anyway, but future. So now we've got house. Let's say that we have 2 houses at level 1 and building 1. Yeah, wait. So this doesn't make sense because this is gonna be no actually. But this is gonna be like 50, let's say, or I don't know, 20, I don't know. Farm, and this is gonna be, yeah, we have 1, and then this is gonna be like 30. Sure. So now we can grab this and we can be like, yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Action, yeah, I mean, fair enough. This is gonna be like some ID 1. Two, and 3. I guess just gonna be there no matter what. Building, and then building. What? Right. I mean, this will have to be something like get building name. Nope. Building type of wait, how can I do something like this? Sure. Yeah, and then well, that's I mean that's one thing. But like, what the fuck? Type to name map. Yes, exactly. And then yes, but yes. So I mean, this is gonna be something more like if building quantity is bigger than 0, then you want to have a whole building quantity x space. Otherwise, just an empty string. Yes. And then here we will have level latest. Yes, exactly. You got building name. Exactly. So in that way, we took care of everything except for the build cost. So it's just like, yeah, build cost. And yeah, so here we'll finally have to abstract this because you can't repeat this shit every single time. So component, something like UI, and then I mean, is this, no, that's not really what this is, right? User currency. So RFE. That is just, yes, being wrong. Oh yeah, and but we will need like a type where this is either that or that, and it is either moment or score. Const color type equals moment, then it's either it's that, versus when it's that, it is that. Cool. Yeah, and I mean, I guess this can be undefined, in which case this is gonna be defaulting to 0. Okay, so let's see how it works. Let's see how it works in here. Score. Yeah, except this is gonna be what the fuck? I think it's because I changed it, right? Interesting. What is happening? Yeah, I mean, misspelled it, but fair enough. What is going on? Oh. Yeah. That's not ideal. Okay, and so then we got this, but then I can just grab that and put it more like this, right? This should be fine. And the value here is building build cost. What the fuck? Wait, but this is not score, this is moment. We don't need that, and because we don't have any text, or what is? It's not like I needed it there, so why do I need it here? I mean, it's perfectly fine if I just need to like do font, or what the fuck is this? Text foreground? Oh no, it is there. I'm just an idiot. Wait, what? Why did I do it like this? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Okay, I didn't even notice that it was there. Okay. Weird. I mean, if I do justify start, yeah, that's fine as well. Cool. Yeah. All right. I think I haven't finished all of it because this is obviously hard coded and we can't build anything, we can't do anything. So yeah, it's not ideal. But yeah, we have the basic building blocks there. So cool. What is going on with the camera? Did it just die? Shit, the camera died and I don't even know why. Okay, what the hell? I don't know why it died. Can I like revive it from the dead somehow? Yeah, the thing is that I don't understand. Yeah, no, okay, it's there it is. Yeah, but all right. Anyways, that's